YouTube. I'm streaming it.
Oh, okay.
The riddle says
The Dark Hill
from the heart of the
799.
serpent to the
I think it might be I-799.
where the twins confer.
Yeah, see, the first thing that came up on it?
It's just a little rain.
Yeah, it has one of the
Dad's glitch.
We'll concentrate on the cloudy mountain.
Yeah. It's like one of the highest views. Yeah, I have a couple that are in like the 600 to like 1,000 range.
Gut feeling? It's our only clue. The mural says there'll be more disasters. The best way we can help them is to put a stop to it and Trinity.
Oh, I might volume completely off.
But how do we really know?
Oh,
Just
I'm
a
gonna
little
work
more.
into her. Yeah.
What I felt when I took the dagger.
You mean the tremors of describing?
More than that. It felt
Well,
like
I'm
I
streaming it
felt
in 4K.
something.
I don't fucking hope so.
I know that it's not practical. I know that it's hard to believe, but you
Yeah,
know.
the picture's sexy.
Yeah.
We have to trust each other. Hey, I might have something over here.
Really? That's
What
it.
game is this?
It's free on PlayStation, I
I don't like
believe.
this storm.
It's called
Should we come
Lara
back in the
Croft
morning?
Shadow of the
We're
Tomb
so
Raider.
close.
Oh, Tomb
I
Raider.
guess a little turbulence wouldn't stop turning the other.
Yeah, it's like an adventure game. So there's a lot of like puzzles,
Yeah,
fighting bad
I-
guys, like that kind of thing.
I don't know if you remember, like, there was glitches in Tomb Raider back in the day and shit.
Like PS1 Tomb Raider shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, back when her tits were just a triangle.
Yeah.
Contact! Might get bumpy.
What are you doing?
What's this start with?
What's that?
What does it start with?
What's it start with? What do you mean?
Yeah, put in Tomb Raider, it didn't come up.
Search. I think it's specifically called Lara Croft Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but I can check.
Lara Lara, right?
Oh no, you can just call it Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Just straight up Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I thought Lara Croft was in the title, but it's not.
It's $40.
On PlayStation?
Yeah.
I must have gotten it when it was free. I paid for it on PC though. It looks way better on PC, unsurprisingly.
Oh shit.
Got that ray tracing, baby. Yeah, it's stupid. I was playing GTA and I was trying to like record some of the gameplay,
Oh yeah.
and I couldn't. Like my PC couldn't handle it, which is stupid because GTA is like a 10-year-old fucking game,
Yeah.
and it was having issues. This thing is way newer, way more graphically intense, and I can stream it like it's nothing.
It's almost like I'm talking to myself. I can hear myself. Shit.
Yeah, like 20 seconds later.
Yeah.
So the thing about streaming in 4K is you have to like set the latency to like normal, which puts about a 20-second delay on it.
I'll keep this for later.
Otherwise, like if you try to stream on like lower latency at 4K, most people don't have the internet connection to actually be able to like watch that. You need like gigabits to do that. And I figure a stream delay on a Chell stream doesn't matter that much.
No.
Where are they? I have to find them.
Yeah, like, oh, bro, okay, you'll see it in 20 seconds, but there's a spot I'm at right now with the lighting, and it's just, like, holy fuck.
The Silver Crown Mountain. I'm getting closer.
I mean, everything looks crisp. I think mine's Ultra HD too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 4K. But I don't think you would be able to run, at these settings, to be honest. You'd still be, it would still look super good.
Yeah. He was shit on the side of cliffs.
You get your Fear of Heights going.
Oh, I'm petrified of heights.
So am I, buddy. I played.
I can't even play games with it.
Yeah, so I played Far Cry 5 with Art, and like a big part of Far Cry, if you ever played it, is you have to like climb up these radio towers and shit. And like Far Cry 5 is super realistic.
Hello?
Yeah, and like I would get so uncomfortable because like they would have like wind effects that would like knock you around and like try to give you like a vertigo feeling and shit. It was just kind of AIDS.
I didn't know the storm would hit so hard. This is all my fault. I should have listened to Jonah, thought it through. I never should have taken that dagger. I hope no one else was hurt. No other village destroyed. I need to stop these cataclysms before it's too late.
I retarded.
Do you delete these when you go back or no?
Delete what?
Like the streams? Just like since we
Oh,
can
me just
connect
playing.
on. Yeah.
Oh, I don't do this super often because most people don't have issues with the share screen. I also really only do it with Art. But no, I'll usually leave it up. If there's something you said that you don't want like kept in the bot or whatever, I'll just make it unlisted so people can't find it. But
Yeah.
Part of the plane landed here. My gear is in that cargo. I'll need to cut it down. Maybe a piece of scrap from the wreck.
would you let me hop up, please? Thank you.
Won't be able to open that without a tool.
Okay, and how the fuck am I supposed to get up there?
Damn it.
Watch for the next like minute or so. Something interesting's about to happen.
The plane?
Yeah. Honestly, I thought it was more of a jump scare, but I guess it's not.
No.
There was it's like it like leads up to this for a while.
Eels, yeah.
Yeah, you keep like running into eels, which they're really annoying. But whenever it was happening, they would always jump scare me. Like you wouldn't see them, and all of a sudden it was like wrapped around you. And I fucking hate jump scares.
Yeah.
Good, but it's dull. I need to find something to sharpen it.
Alright, I'm gonna mute it, because there's no real
Yep.
volume. And I just hear myself and you talk.
Oh, you can't hear the game?
Exactly what I
Well,
thought.
I hear it a little bit, but like, for the most part, it's us talking.
Oh, fair enough.
It needs to be sharper.
I forgot the Tomb Raider we used to always fucking play too. It's like the first one, I'm pretty sure. Back in the
Yeah, I
day.
played like the really original ones back in the day.
Yeah.
My dad and I used to basically take turns, like if we died.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we did. Me and my buddy down the street and his brother. Same shit.
That's how I got drunk the first time. My dad was drinking a Smirnoff Ice, and he was like super into the game. And I was like, "Can I try a sip?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Like not thinking about what I'm asking because he's focused on the game. And I kept asking him
Got
because I
everything.
wanted,
Should head back to
I
camp.
wanted it. I kept being like, "Hey, can I have a?" He's like, "Just stop fucking asking me. If you want a sip, like take a sip." He didn't say fucking. But, I was like, all right, so I like drank the whole cooler to myself, which as a 6-year-old was like not ideal. I got like hammered, and he was like, "Oh fuck."
That should be sharp enough.
Oh yeah, you and I talked very briefly
Something's
about
still holding the
the
supplies up.
Steam Deck, didn't we?
Yeah, it was just messages. Yeah.
You said you weren't a big fan or something along those lines.
I mean, it
Yeah.
looks like, I mean, it only lasts a couple hours playtime, right? Like, I mean, it's cool. It's definitely like new technology, right? It's a computer that's a PlayStation or PSP. Is that what they used to call them?
Yeah, it's
Is that
basically like a Nintendo Switch, but like way
Yeah, exactly. But what was the old PlayStation one they used to have?
Yeah, PSP. Well, there was PSP
Yeah.
and then there was PS Vita, which was less popular.
Yeah,
I had a
yeah,
PSP by the way.
Yeah, I had one too.
Yeah, back when they had like those tiny little games you had to stick in and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I got.
I feel old just talking about that shit, bro. Like none of those people ever, like half of the people we played, like Chell would probably never seen like N64, like
Never. I didn't grow. To be clear, I didn't grow up with
PlayStation
N64.
1, like nothing like that. I mean, my dad had the. I'm pretty sure we sold in the garage sale too for like $20, like the original fucking Atari.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, bro! If I would have held on to that, I'm pretty sure those are worth a shit ton right now.
Right.
I think every like old gaming system is like.
They're actually, believe it or not, they're really not. Like they're worth like more than they probably should be, but they're honestly like pretty reasonably priced. Like,
Well, if
depending
you
on the
find
game-
one in a garage sale too, though, and that's in good condition, or is like not broken,
Miguel?
like. Oh my god, why are you fucking at the scene hanging over the ledge and looking down, dog?
I did that on purpose.
Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing? But Yeah, I mean, if you can get one, like a lot of people like garage sales don't like know about. Like, I watch a lot of TikToks of this one guy that resells like games and shit like that, and he makes a fucking bang buck on just showing up at random garage sales all the time.
Right. Well, so here's the thing, like
over $100 if you actually find games, right? Like over $100 in resale. So
yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. So there's a local place here that sells retro games. So like they have shit that's really expensive that's like never opened original N64. But they also have like just used like PS1s or whatever, and they don't sell them for that crazy amount of money. Like they sell them for like $100 to $150.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah.
Which like I think is reasonable if you really want to play on that old console.
I mean, there's nothing like Mario Kart Brothers back in the day on those old ass controllers.
But I can emulate that for free right now on my PC.
Well, yes, but not with that controller. Well, I mean, maybe if you had that controller, you could probably set it up. Yeah.
Well, there's actually like companies that sell like USB versions of them. And they're like identical. Like you can retro game pretty effectively nowadays.
Like that old type of 3-prong controller where your left hand sits in the middle part with the joystick, right? Pretty sure that's how it was.
God.
This Jaguar is gonna fuck me up. I've played this part before, and it's actually a really difficult fight, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Jaguar
keyboard is pretty hard.
Well, for you, I mean, like even if I was using a controller, like it'd be harder for me on a controller, but the fight itself is difficult.
Is there some games on PC that's only keyboard compatible?
Yeah.
There is. Just curious.
It's working.
Gotta hit him hard.
Evade, 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 evade. Also, I feel like even though a Jaguar is quite big and like powerful, I feel like it should be dead at this point.
Oh, probably. Well, they have really thick skin too.
Yeah, I've shot 10 arrows into it.
Yeah, probably only like 2 in the head.
Ah, there's 2 of them. I was like, call it a Jaguar, but I think it's actually a leopard.
Yeah. I watched a couple TikTokers play too. Do you hold your keyboard at like an angle and shit?
No, I know people who do that, and it's for a good reason. I just never got comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
The reason is your hand goes on an angle, so like reaching for your like your weapon swap. Well, no, it's your weapon swap. So like you switch with your weapons through like 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on how many weapons you have. And then like Q and E are typically like used for either like tactical and lethal, or some games will allow you to like lean, like you can lean around corners and stuff by using Q and E. C is crouch. It just kind of, it makes sense for people to do it that way. It's just uncomfortable for me. It's also not ergonomic. Like, it's bad for your wrists and shit.
Yeah.
Tap F1 to heal. I need more heals. Like, F1's kind of the worst button they could have made it, but alright. But yeah, you were asking me if there was games that are like keyboard only. Yeah, pretty much. Like, every game supports controller, but like some of them just wouldn't play well. Like Valorant, CS:GO, you can play them on controller, but you're gonna get fucking railed because there's no aim assist.
Yeah.
Like, you get mopped horrifically.
The plane! Jonah, are you there? I thought I got you killed.
Hey, do you know what happened to Miguel?
He didn't make it. What's wrong with your arm?
Some sort of parasite. I was looking for some wormwood, but it doesn't grow around here.
Oh, by the way, so I'm gonna pause it because I have a hard time listening and talking when the game's going on. What you were saying about the battery life, you're not wrong, but so it's like 2-3 hours if you're playing a game, like just the whole time. But the testing they found for like, let's say you were watching a 4K video just like until the thing died nonstop. It lasts about 6 hours, which is pretty good.
Yeah. No,
Like,
there's no
a
doubt.
laptop would. Well, probably a laptop would.
I'm sure there's going to be like an upgrade of that in the future of like how they can.
I don't. I mean, maybe, but so the whole way they've gone about it, and it's smart, is they've priced it at a really low price, right?
Yeah.
Like the
Well,
base
it
level.
probably doesn't cost much to make though, too, right?
Oh no, they're taking an L on these.
Yeah.
Like straight up, they are for sure. Like they're taking losses on it, like Sony does with their
You think
PlayStation
so?
Plus. I'm certain. I'm absolutely certain. And you know why? It's $3.99 US, and the shit that they've put in this thing is nuts. Like, they've got HDR display, they've got like a pretty decent sized battery, despite what the battery life concerns are. And then they've put in like gyro, they've put in like haptics on the thumbsticks. Like, if you ever checked out like VR stuff, well, Valve does like they do the Valve Index, and their controllers are the best in the game. It's not even close, because they have these, like, they're called capacitive touch. So like each of your fingers sits on a capacitive button, and so when it's on there, it knows where your finger is, and so it's much better at tracking that stuff. And they've brought that to the Steam Deck as well, so that you can do a bunch of cool different features with it. But long story short, they've put a ton of hardware in this thing that I just don't think, if they're making money on it, it's very small amount. But hitting
They
that
wouldn't
thing
sell product to
at
take
a loss?
a
Oh,
lot.
100% they would. 100% they would. Sony does it. Xbox does it. Yeah, they do it to get you in the door and then buying their games, right? Like, if you buy a Steam Deck, it default comes with SteamOS, right? So that's their operating system. But you can, and to be clear, this is something I'll give Valve all the credit in the world for, is they'll let you load any OS on it you want, whether it's Linux, Windows, Mac, whatever you want to do. You can put whatever the fuck you want.
But you're probably just going to crash it all.
No.
No?
No. Oh God, no. No. It can run Windows, no problem. Like, that's the whole thing too. Is you can put it on a dock, right? Like they're going to be selling a proprietary dock that you can buy, but like any other normal USB-C dock would work. So you basically plug a USB-C cable into the device and then into the dock, and usually the dock has whatever ports you want on it that you purchased.
You want it on HDMI.
Yeah, HDMI display port. You can plug an Ethernet cable in. You can have multiple what's it called? Like USB ports for like a mouse and a keyboard. So the whole thing is you can set this thing up to be your desktop. Now, is it a powerful desktop? No. But it's not like it's not awful. Like it's probably equivalent to what Vikings has, which is not bad. And he paid much more than that for his PC.
Yeah.
So you can use it as a full-on desktop if you wanted to. Again, not for like full-on gaming, but for kids. I think the market for who this is for is for people who are going to be taking the train to work every day or travel a lot. Like whatever, people who are going to be on the go and want something portable, or kids who want to get into PC gaming but can't convince their parents that $1,500 is a reasonable amount for a Christmas gift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So being like, hey, look, this thing's $400. You can expand the storage via cheap micro SD cards if you want, or you can install new like full on NVMe like SSDs, and they've done such a good job in terms of making it so that it's repairable by the consumer. Like it's not like, you know, an Apple phone you can't take it apart unless you're like a trained technician. And I don't mean like that's their rules, which they are. It is legitimately difficult. Well, like anyone's phone, but like a MacBook Air would be hard to take apart. This thing, it was like I watched a teardown video of it. It took 8 screws to get from normal Steam Deck to inside of it and having taken out the thumbsticks. Right? Like, and they're going to make the thumbsticks like readily available. So if you start getting stick drift or shit like that, instead of having to like replace the whole device, you just buy a couple of the joystick modules. Mm-hmm. Boom, you're done. I'm super hyped for it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Wait, what are you doing?
If we leave it in there, it'll only get worse. Sit.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I had something similar happen to me when I was a child in Egypt. I won't lie, it's gonna hurt.
You think that storm from earlier was the storm? The one from the mural?
I don't know.
I think maybe we should stop and take stock. We've been pushing so hard forward. Flying into that storm.
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Well, I should have insisted we turn back. I mean, I get it. You lock onto a problem and everything else just disappears.
Jonah.
Hey, I'm with you. It's my choice, most of the time. But if we die, who stops the cataclysms? Who keeps Trinity from doing what they want?
Sometimes I feel like I have to keep going, and if I don't, then I'll just let everyone down. But maybe for the sake of a few hours, we could have turned back.
Maybe we should give him a name.
Okay.
Eli? My cousin. He's always trying to get under my skin.
Goodbye, Eli.
Thanks.
We should go. If we can find Kawak Yaku, we can rest for the night.
Sounds good. I think we can see the village through the vines over there.
I'm glad you stayed at the crash site.
Well, if you were out there, I wanted you to be able to find me.
Yeah, this is the part that sucks to.
We can get through here.
What's that?
Give me a hand.
Bro, wow. Just screen. I was gonna watch a basketball game.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. I'm just
Well,
playing
no,
anyway.
You see that?
It must be Kwak Yaku. We have to get down there.
You sure this is a path?
Come on, stay close to me.
This is definitely not a path. Oh. Oh, God.
Almost there.
Almost there. Heard that before.
You're not gonna like this part.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, that made me jump.
You're right.
I'm okay. Just a couple more steps.
Oh boy, yeah.
You're all right.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Like, if I'm in a life and death situation, bro, there's no way I do that.
It could have been the
There's
English.
no
They knew a lot
I think I
about
would,
drugs.
honestly. Your adrenaline just kicks in. But I
No,
wouldn't.
I would, bro.
The bridge is down.
I went to the Hoover Dam in Vegas, well,
Maybe.
Nevada,
Right.
and we wanted to go out on the bridge. I made like 4 steps on the bridge,
Thing.
and like I was on my hands and knees and had to crawl back. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. That's how petrified heights are.
Right. I have a balcony in my apartment, and I don't like stepping out on it.
Well, yeah, you're on what, the 7th floor or something?
11th.
Yeah, I don't like that either. How much is your rent a month?
I think the water powers the bridge.
1700.
Jesus Christ.
Canada's expensive, bro. I was showing art
How
today.
much is like utilities and internet after the fact? Probably what, $22.50?
So I pay about 200 a month in utilities, so 1900.
Good.
I pay
Let's see
$80
what
a
those
month
calculates.
for internet. And insurance is like $50 a month.
Yeah.
Buckets of each.
Right, insurance is that high. Renter's insurance?
Yeah.
No.
I had to.
Renter's insurance here is like,
Yeah, it's way cheaper.
pay-
We had this
you
conversation
pay-
before.
yeah, we pay $20 a month for like a year. Or 20 bucks for a year.
Right. How do I do this? Am I retarded?
I'm going to have to let it go.
Are you Jeffy?
Hurry! I can't hold this much longer.
I don't understand how I'm supposed to do this. But actually might be somewhat stupid. Hang on.
Jump down. No, don't do that.
By the way, the deaths are like actually gruesome. Here, I'll show you.
No. I'm not watching.
What, you don't like the gruesome? Or you don't like the heights?
I don't like the heights if you're going to jump off that fucking bridge that you're trying to take down.
Because we're on our way to that village.
Me too.
Dude. Oh my god. I turned away. Oh, fuck.
Okay, the water.
Like in that situation, bro, I'm curling up in a ball and I'm just sitting there.
Just taking it. Axe
Bro,
murder, yeah.
I've been watching The Walking Dead too. Like, I just started watching it. I don't know if you ever watched it, but
Yeah, I
that's
did.
pretty
I wasn't
good.
into it.
It's decent. It's not the greatest show, but I give it like probably like a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
But like, I'm telling you, if you're at one of those things where you have to hold the wall when you were creeping earlier, like but there's 20 zombies chasing me, I'd probably just put an arrow in my head or something, bro. Like, There's no chance I'd do it. No chance.
Do a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just can't. I just can't.
What did it say?
Fish, that's what you're doing.
I'm assuming I have to. Okay, so I should probably just run down here.
What about you? Ever do Girl Scouts or nature camp as a kid?
Does boarding
Oh,
school?
maybe that church is up to you.
It's too heavy.
Yeah,
Give me a hand.
I'm gonna have to like do this and then run. Oh, okay.
With Eli
Yeah,
gone,
not record.
your arm should heal quickly.
Well, that guy fucking took his time to push that thing with you. Gotta be something else. I guess you push the first
The bucket's leaking.
I think I have to like time it perfectly.
I don't know, you're pretty early in the game, ain't you? Isn't this the beginning?
Ish. It's maybe like an hour's worth of gameplay into it. 2 hours maybe. I've beaten all this part, but I like uninstalled the game, and then when I reinstalled it, got it.
Okay, Jonah, you can let go.
That's it. Let's get across.
You want to play left wing in BG tonight?
Sure.
Against Kyle
You'll lose.
O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly. Is that Kyle O'Reilly's Walmart version?
Yeah. And then Prodigy Legend, their BG team. To be honest, if I was them, bro, and I lost in Game 7 last night, did you watch or no?
Yeah, of course.
I feel bad. I haven't messaged Joe back on that too. I'm messaging him right now.
Oh, I messaged him.
Well, I'm
That
gonna say
all.
Yeah. Let me pull up exactly what I said. It wasn't brutal, but it wasn't great. I said, welcome to the club. I'll be your guide. Here's your complimentary t-shirt. And then I photoshopped the t-shirt and it says I went to the finals and all I got was this shitty t-shirt. He did not
Help me with
reply,
this.
Sure.
unsurprisingly.
What is it?
It's a recipe. Seems to be a mixture of herbs. It could help if we run into any more jaguars.
Let's hope we don't. Way out is over here.
We're getting closer to the village.
I can't wait to get back to civilization.
Relly, I don't know if you like paid attention on the whole game. This might be a part you don't want to keep. But I think Relly's sort of sold. He was trying to like L2 and come out from behind the net, and he had points wide open. He had many passing lanes that he just did not hit at all. I was frustrated watching it because a D-man's perspective,
No.
he had the D-man wide open up top. D-man had probably 8 steps to walk in.
There's no stopping Mexico.
I don't know. I think he's sort of sold, bro. I do. Like, don't get me wrong. I think he's a great player. I think he's a very good player.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think they also dominated and they probably should have won it. Like the goal that went in was dog shit.
Jonah,
Well,
help me with this.
I knew that would be the type of goal to lose, to be honest.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it wasn't,
Two.
it wasn't bad.
NHL, like, can you imagine being in his shoes? You knew. We were talking about it in the chat because we're all buddies with NHL because it's like his BG team, and like Camp was on the BG team. And
Yeah, if I could tell.
Yeah,
freak out.
yeah, 100%. He's like, oh, that's not on me. Like I was there, and my guy like moved out of the way. He did. He made huge saves in Game 6, though. There was one T in Game 6 that was wide open, bro. And the guy had the 1-1 trade on, and he made a fucking toe save that was just stupid. I don't know. I can't imagine losing. Like I'd rather get swept than lose. Especially when you're not part of Game 7. Well, if you're not part of Game 7.
Yeah, that's the toxic part, to be honest.
Yeah, because you have no control of the outcome. So if you go 2-0, like
Right.
that hurts.
The Wolves one really fucking sucked because I wasn't in Game 7, and I felt like I should have been over Arkin, to be honest. He had such a bad Game 5.
He had a really good season. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Like, he's not a bad D-man. You could tell he just got nervous.
Yeah. But he's more of the puck carrier too. Like,
Yeah.
he's not really one to be like the defensive stop.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Are you okay?
But in my opinion, I think in Game 6, I think Washington had the better chances. I think Washington had the better game. And that's what they had against us in Game 6. Like when we tried to come back 3-1, honestly. It's like they had the better Game 6, and if it went to Game 7, I didn't really. I thought we would have a better Game 7 lineup, but
I'm gonna go make camp.
I don't know. A lot relied on Ginge and Jay. Like they tried to do a lot instead of like. I mean, if you're just breaking out on one side the whole time, bro, it's
hard.
It's not gonna work because the center and the wing and the D can collapse. The other winger covers the middle. Like, but like. Washington did not have G-men that could break in the puck besides carrying. Like Terry Nola, Mage, those guys did not know how to break in any puck. They just dumped. Or
Yeah, I was kind of
carried.
surprised about that. I thought they would have been able to like break it in a little bit more.
Even on Vancouver side, they didn't break it in. I mean, there's a lot of plays like if you cut in, cut out. Like that play works. And then if they start getting
you do that shit and it works so well.
Oh yeah. And then if they start getting used to that where they're staying on the boards, you go in, out, in. I know it's hard, but like right at the red line, you start breaking in, and then you go out, and then you go back in, and sort of just hope to like gain that excel at the line to beat them.
Right.
Eyes in the back of my head.
I don't know. Like Ginge taught me a ton on breaking position. I'm sort of glad about it. Like I don't know. We'll see who I go to next season because I don't know if you've seen the Shoutbox last night. Supposedly Rags going to GM with Jay.
Oh, okay.
But Dav also runs that whole team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they're just the free contracts. I think they're just the free contracts, to be honest. Like, I think that's what Rag was for Loops this season, I assume.
I miss them too.
I don't think Rag wasn't GM. I'm pretty sure he was like 7.5 or something.
Was he? Who was Leeds? Oh, wait, who was Darlene? No.
No, it was Terry No Love or Call Me Cove. Was it? I don't know.
Isn't that the same
I'll
person?
check right now. Yeah. But Terry No Love I know from Xbox because he was my owner one season when I got traded for Husey.
After she died, he thought they'd cause me pain.
Roster.
Stop me from looking for them, of course.
Washington. Oh, it doesn't even show right now.
So many questions.
They already got rid of contracts and shit.
Your dad
Yeah, bro.
created
Well, the
these
draft is
mysteries as he
in
saw
9 days.
Only look at news.
Dominguez said that he would use the silver box of Ishel to remake the world. If you had that power, what would you do?
Panic, probably.
You wouldn't go back to when your brother was alive and be with him again.
Aren't they not doing drafts on
No way.
Xbox Live?
They
I like
no, I
this
think it was just last season.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check. I'm gonna save and quit anyway because I'm getting a little bit bored of the game.